Good evening. Hope everyone's well. I'm doing a live because I just want to test it out. Every time I've posted before and uploaded, it takes ages, so I'm going to go live instead. I hope everyone's well. I'm sorry I haven't jumped on and done a video of late. Wanted to give everyone a bit of an update. About a month ago, feels like a long time ago, I got some comments put on one of my videos that was really hurtful. It was really rude. It's very personal, and this particular person I didn't know and hadn't commented on any of my videos before, and happened to stumble across my page. Rude. You know, he commented on my personal appearance. He, made comments like I deserve to be cheated on, and I'll definitely be cheated on in the future. My expectations are too high. I'm looking for someone who doesn't exist. The personal appearance stuff was really hard to read. So it's taken me a little while to jump on and post again. I lost a little bit of, I guess, confidence in that, but, I am not affected by someone's opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And, he was a troll. Because not only did I ignore his message, but he posted the same message. He literally pressed copy and paste on a different video that I had made. So he was just trying to get a rise out of me, and that's not how I operate. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but I'm of the belief that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I don't know why people would go out of their way to say something hurtful. I understand opinions and views, but be nice, The opening line of his was, "I don't know you from a bar of soap, but," and then this enormous message, just real hurtful things. So, I'm not going to let one person affect me. I'm not going to let somebody, judge my personal appearance because, to some people that matters and to some people it doesn't. So it's not going to stop me from posting videos. It's not going to stop me from voicing my opinion. And, I hope that person, truly hope that person seeks the help that they need, because I do believe that need to have professional help and speak to someone who, may help them with their mental state of mind. So, yeah, so I wanted to jump on tonight. I had a really good night. I spent the night going and singing carols with a friend of mine and her kids, and it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. We had a lot of laughs. We had some glow sticks. We sang some carols, and, it really, it is the real meaning of Christmas. I mean, Christmas is fast approaching, and, a year has gone by it's nearing on a year since I started my first ever video, and wow, I feel very different. Reflection at this time of year, I'm sure a lot of people are sitting and reflecting on their year and what they've achieved, what has happened for them, how they've grown and how they've shaped into the person they are. And I have to say that I feel like a very different person to what I was a year ago. I mean, I was really affected by my situation, and, I definitely have good and bad days, and that's part of having, anxiety, and wanted to make people aware that, they're not alone, and that I feel like I've, put myself out there, and I've, achieved what I wanted to achieve. But, I like doing these videos. I like just, this is like journaling for me, but I like doing it in front of a camera. You know, people say journaling is very therapeutic, and I suppose talk therapy for me is really, really helpful, and it does allow me to sort of heal and mend, and you know, it allows me to sort of think about what I'm saying before I say it and reassess and kind of make sense of how I'm feeling at the time. So at this point in time, I've had a really good night. You know, it's a Saturday night and I haven't gone out and got sloshed and got, you know, drunk. I'm feeling good, feeling a bit tired. My back's a bit sore from carrying all the food that we took today. But, you know, I'm feeling really good about where I'm at. You know, I feel there's been a shift for me. There's been a lot of stuff, and if you're into spiritual astrology stuff, there's been certainly a massive shift in spiritually for me as well. I feel like I'm slowly letting go of the past, and I'm accepting more. You know, in the past I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to go back to Melbourne because I'm scared of bumping into my ex. But at the moment I'm just like, well, I haven't gone because my finances, I can't afford to go at the moment, but I am planning a trip. So, you know, if I'm meant to bump into him or somebody that he knows, there's certainly a reason for that, and I'm going to embrace that. You know, I'm learning to just allow and accept what is meant to be. And, you know, it's like exercise. If you constantly do the same exercise, you become better at it. If you do weights, you know, slowly achieve a higher, more reps or higher weights, you know, heavier weights. So, you know, it's about exercising that and, you know, just allowing what is meant to happen will happen and just going with the flow. And for some people, that's really hard. Going with the flow is really hard. But look, what is predestined for me is going to happen anyway. Whatever's, you know, meant to be, whoever is meant to be in my life is going to be in my life, whether that's, you know, friends or, you know, a relationship. So, you know, on that note, I haven't been on any dates. I've been kind of laying low and really just accepting my own company and focusing on work, focusing on myself, and really just being okay with feeling a little bit lonely, being okay with sitting on the couch on my own, being okay with not having any plans. So that's been hard, I'm not going to lie. It's been a bit of a struggle, but, you know, I'm feeling good at the present moment in time, and, you know, feeling really grateful for the people that I have in my life and for the people that have helped me and for the people that have left me as well. You know, grateful for those people because, pardon me, without those people, I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't have grown. I wouldn't have had the experiences and the growth. So, you know, I'm pretty content at the moment with my circle of friends, with family. I'm content with the way things are. I'm okay with coming home on my own. Oh my gosh. As much as I loved going tonight, I'm very happy to be home because I'm tired. Just want to get into my trackies. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm just going to ignore that. Oi! It's all good. Anyway, so where was I? Reflecting on the last year. look, I've had some friendships that have ended. You know, I haven't really been talking to or seeing many guys, which is great. I've had the time to sort of de-stress. They will stop in a minute. Hey, come on. In your bed, quick. I can't move because my phone's charging. In your bed, please. In your bed. It's night time. Oi. I can't move because my phone's charging. That's annoying. And the barking is putting me off my concentration. Come on. There's someone at my front door with a dog who's obviously antagonizing my dogs. Anyway, so reflecting on the last year, and a lot of friendships have ended, and I'm sad about that, but there's obviously a reason why they ended. And then I've, you know, reconnected with some beautiful people again, and, you know, it's put a spotlight on those people who have been there the whole time and have been consistent and have been in my life. And don't judge me. You know, I love these people, my solid rock, my rock solid girls, who are just the most beautiful friends that anyone can ask for, because they don't judge me and they don't make me feel like I'm different, and they just accept me for who I am. And that is the best thing and the best feeling. You can't put a price on that. So I really value those friendships. You know, you just can't put a price on it. I need to sort out these dogs. Oi! In your bed! Oh my God. Should have locked the door. Yeah, so, I recently went back on Bumble. Now, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to put too much pressure on it. But I'm happy to report I have a date tomorrow, and I'm very excited about it. I'm a little bit nervous about it, to be honest. I really want it to work. I really want the date to go well. I'm already preempting possibly seeing him again. And I haven't been excited about a date for a long time. You know, when I've gone on dates of late, which I haven't of late, but in previous videos I had posted about going on a date. And I was like, oh, nah, I'm not interested. I can't be bothered. But something's forced me to put myself out there, and just, if you're not out there, you're not gonna, you know, you're not gonna know. But just randomly spoke to this guy. I'm still on Bumble. I'm still talking to some people, but nothing of substance. And, you know, all the things he was saying was, you know, I was nodding. I'm like, yep, tick, 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 tick. So I'm not going to divulge too much about it, but I'm very excited about it. So it's tomorrow. It's like a post-lunch thing. So we're not going for lunch. I think we're going for coffee. I'm not really sure. It's at 1 o'clock. So, you know, yeah, it'll be good. I'm excited. I'm actually really nervous about it. And I was like, in my head, I'm not the kind of person who would run out of things to say to someone, because I can talk about anything. But I'm running conversations through my head, and topics of conversation, I guess. I don't want to talk about my ex. I don't want to hear about his ex. Like, let's not talk about exes. It's the first time I'm meeting him. So I guess we'll talk about work, what he does, his interests. Then what do I talk about? I don't want to get weird and nervous and ruin it. Or, you know, when you, in the past, when I've been on a date or when I've liked someone, I guess, I divulge too much too soon. So I'm on that cusp of, do I just be myself and talk about whatever feels natural? Or do I just hold back on divulging too much about myself in case it doesn't work? I don't want to get my hopes up because I don't want to be upset or disappointed, but surely, like, I've waited long enough and I deserve a good one. Fingers crossed. So I'm running this oh my God conversation in my head going, shit, what do I talk about? What topics do I avoid? What do I talk about? What do I wear? Should I wear makeup? Like, I have eye makeup on, but should I go a bit more natural? Like, you know, I'm stressing too much about what I'm going to look like and how I'm going to act. But he seems really nice and he wants a relationship. He doesn't have kids. Oh my God. It just sounds too good to be true. And I don't want to jinx it because I'm really excited to meet him and I hope it goes well. And that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to jinx it and I don't want to put too much pressure on it. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, you know? Like, I want to be myself and I want him to see me in the natural-ish self. But when you meet someone, you peacock, yeah? You fluff your feathers, you do your hair nice, you put your makeup on, you make sure you look skinny, you know, all this sort of stuff runs through my head. So, you know, I'm excited to meet someone. I'm excited to, you know, potentially get along with someone so well that they want to see me again. That would be nice. Oh, God. So he seems like a nice guy. Seems like a sort of busy guy, but not too much. I don't know. We'll see. Watch this space. Yeah. I was talking to a friend because it brings me to my next thing I want to talk about. And I often cut off these videos too prematurely. And then I stop them and I'm like, oh God, that's something I should have talked about. So I'm going to kind of let it flow. I was talking to a friend of mine and I was watching the Sex and the City video, the first one. And obviously they don't get married and she, you know, gets really upset and they break up and it's all just this dramatic thing. And it kind of, you know, it obviously brought up old memories and thoughts of my wedding. Not that our wedding broke up, but just generally weddings in general make me think of my wedding, of course. And I have so many triggers, you know, that can set me off to think about him. You know, like I had wedding magnets made up for my wedding as a bomboniere. So we had someone there taking pictures all night. And so I've obviously still got some of these magnets and I found them on the top of my fridge recently and put them on my fridge. Like, I was in a good state of mind and I'm in a, you know, I've moved on enough that I'm okay to see those photos every day on my fridge and it doesn't bother me. And like I said earlier, it's training yourself to just desensitize yourself from the emotional attachment to that event. And that only comes with time. It only has been time. And the longer it's been, the easier it's become. But time for me to just heal, time for me to process, time for me to, you know, give myself a break and say, you know what, it was a shit thing that he did in the end, but I can't change it. So sitting here stressing and thinking about it and what's he doing? Is he thinking of me? Does he have these triggers as well? Often go through my head. So if you ever, you know, find yourself in a situation where if you're consciously catching yourself from thinking of that particular person or that situation that makes you so upset, it's okay. Acknowledge that thought, but do not dwell on that thought to bring up that emotion because you're reliving a moment that isn't serving you any purpose. You know, someone said to me, which was so true, you know, if I'm taking the poison, it's only poisoning me. It's not poisoning him or the other person in that situation. So I've just got to learn to acknowledge that I'm thinking something that's not helpful for me, number one. but then allow it to pass and not delve into thinking of it and about it for too long, because it can trigger off emotions that are just not helpful for you. But also allowing yourself to feel that emotion too. There's a fine line between, you know, allowing yourself to feel sad, allowing yourself to feel unsure, and allowing yourself to feel sad and cry. Crying's good. Crying is so good. I've cried so much for that man. But that was all my healing, you know, and being clear on what I want, what makes me happy. So even though I'm excited about this date and I hope it goes well, am I ready for a relationship? I don't know. He has to be pretty damn awesome for me to jump into a relationship again and give myself. But when I know that it's the right person, I will give my everything, you know. I will bring down those walls. I will, you know, allow myself to love someone again. I've got a lot of that, and it's at the surface, like, and I really want to be affectionate with someone. I want to have someone to be affectionate towards me and no, you know, make me feel like I'm special, like I'm, you know, make me feel nice and make me feel good about myself and make me feel, you know, loved. Everyone wants to feel loved. That's so natural. You know, we exist only for the feeling of feeling natural and loved. So, you know, I also have some hesitations with that. But the point of my story, I just thought of it, was a good friend of mine was like, why are you watching that movie? Of course you're going to be upset. You should turn it off. And I just said, I'm sad. She said, I think you're grieving and you're sad because you missed out on what you thought was your, not happy ending, but I missed out on what I prophesized to be my life. I thought I had what I wanted, and all of a sudden it's gone. I envisioned, hey, cut it out. I envisioned myself being married, you know, living interstate with a family and having, you know, embracing a new family, and them embracing me, and it wasn't quite right. Looking back on it, there was something not right about the situation, and I wasn't happy, and looking back now, something wasn't right about it. Obviously he and I had issues, but something with his family just wasn't quite right either. You know, whether I just felt like they treated me differently, and I didn't get along with his mother. Well, she was nice to my face, but then so exclusive rather than being inclusive. Oh my goodness. Oh, far out. So by the end of my marriage, I definitely felt like I didn't belong and something wasn't right. So, you know, a part of me is grateful that he ended it, because I wasn't happy. I should have ended it. I wish I had, you know, the one regret I have is not having the courage to leave him sooner, because I think things would be very different if he was chasing me rather than me chasing him at the end of my relationship, where I'd lost him. He was gone. You know, and if he cheated, it's still up for debate. He's still, you know, I'm sure still to this day he claims that he didn't cheat, but I believe he cheated. Emotional cheating is just as bad as actually physically cheating with someone. So I believe, you know, he will do that again. It's only a matter of time. So maybe my reason to go to Melbourne, or there's a reason why I need to go to Melbourne, but there's a reason why I've held off going to Melbourne, because I was always so fearful of bumping into him or someone he knows. And the people that I met there are all through him, most of them. And, you know, I lived there because I was with him. So, you know, I believe that when I go to Melbourne, I have a feeling that I will bump into someone who will allow me to have some closure or some reassurance that it wasn't me, it was him, and that he did cheat. So I believe there's a higher purpose and there's a higher meaning behind why I'm going, but I've held off on going because I wasn't prepared 6 months ago to hear that news. I think I'll be a lot stronger mentally to be able to look and see him. I don't think I'll break down and cry. Whereas 6 months ago, I was like, if I see him, I'm just going to cry. I'm going to make myself look like an idiot. So I think I'm strong enough at the moment that, that I could look over, see him and just laugh and just be like, whatever. So, yeah, so I'm getting stronger mentally. I'm more accepting of the situation and what he did, whatever. It's his loss. He's a dickhead. He's an idiot. He'll regret what he did. Maybe not now. Down the track, he'll regret. He's stuck in a relationship with 3 kids. Like, mate, you made that decision. No one else. You know, I feel sad because I did love him. I don't know what that feels like anymore. I don't have any feelings for him at all. So when my friend messaged me, she was spot on. Because I'm sad because I thought that my happy ending was then. And I'm sad because I didn't get what I thought I wanted and I didn't get the happy ending I wanted. And so she was absolutely spot on. So, you know, yeah, so I'm good. I'm definitely getting stronger, getting happier. You know, there's a fine line between stressing about how you look and being content with who you are and accepting of who you are. You know, it's a real fine line there. And I struggle with that all the time. Like, oh, I should exercise because I should be skinnier. Who's to say that? You know, like I chop and change all the time. But that's perfectly normal. There's there's definitely a higher calling and a higher reason why I'm here. And, you know, I've got so much more to look forward to. And, you know, there's going to be a man out there who loves me for who I am and accepts me for who I am. And, you know, that man's very lucky because I've got a lot of love to give and I'm a good person. And I don't doubt that at all. If it's meant to be mine, it will be mine, no matter what it is. Money, friendship, work, relationship. It's already predetermined and predestined for me. So, you know, it's just a matter of, is it the right time, is what it is. And I feel like I'm ready to explore the possibility of starting a relationship with someone. And that really excites me. Whether it's this person tomorrow or not, who knows? You know, if it's meant to be, it will be. And I shouldn't have to convince anyone of how they feel about me. It should just happen. So, you know, I think I'm not going to wear makeup tomorrow. I'm going to wear makeup, just not eye makeup. Like, this is, you know, some serious eye makeup. And I don't want to look too overdone. It's a Sunday, you know. I don't want to be too overdone for our meeting. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually excited about dating again. And I'm not putting too much effort into going on to Bumble too often. I'm just like, whatever. So yeah, so that's my update, guys. I hope that you all enjoy this post, knowing how I am, what I've been up to. It's been a little while. I like to have some content to post, but also that person who trolled my videos is an asshole and had a lot of issues to do with themselves. So, you know, deterred me a little bit, but I'm back and I'm really happy, and, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, Christmas and New Year, and I'm open to the possibility of meeting someone and falling in love again. I think, God, I'd love to fall in love again, you know. It's exciting. On that note, remember to love each other and love yourself more. Do something for you today or tomorrow that your future self will thank you for. Anyway, love yourself more. Good evening. Bye. I don't know how to end this now.